The new year is all about setting goals and making big changes, right? Well, for some, that means starting a business and becoming their own boss. But where do you start and how do you get it right? Erin Morozic from LegalZoom is here to help us kind of figure it all out. Erin, it's great to have you on the show. Well, let's jump right in here. What makes January such a hot time for launching a business?
Yeah, January is a hot time. You are absolutely right on that. So as we're entering the new year, we're all thinking about our dreams and our visions and our resolutions, and starting a business is one of those that rises to the top. We see in first quarter, 30% of Americans are starting their small business in that quarter, and then that continues to decline as the year goes on. And I think some of the reasons for that is we just have a different world that we're living in. We're in a virtual digital society where it's easier and more cost effective than ever to start this small business. And so since 2019, pre-pandemic to today, 55% growth in small business. And the new year is that time where you can go and figure out if there is an opportunity for you to make revenue in a different way than you've done before. And a lot of people take that advantage.
What are the first steps for launching your business?
Yeah, so at LegalZoom, we have found a roadmap to success of 5 steps. So I'll walk you through those. First, create a business plan. And this is really important. Think through what you are going to sell, how much you're going to sell it, and what that cost is. Is it profitable on paper? If not, you need to rethink it. If it is, keep going. Second, the creative step. What do you want to call your business? What is that name you want to give it, and is that name available? Can you secure that domain? Can you secure the social handles? Can you secure a trademark and do a trademark search for that? Third, what type of entity makes the most sense for the type of business in the industry you'll be in? Is it a complex corporation where you can have shareholders and you can go out and earn capital for it? Is it a middle of the ground limited liability corporation, which is what we see most people forming, where you put liability between your personal assets and your business assets? And it's much easier to manage. While you can't have shareholders, you can have employees, and you could even have a partner or two, or as many partners as you wanted, all the way down to a sole proprietorship, which is the easiest to manage, no tax implications, but also no liability protection. So you figured out your entity type. 4, go ahead and form that business. Fill out the online paperwork and make it official. 5, get your compliance in order. Depending on your industry and your state, there are different documents that you have to have completed. That could be licenses, permits, insurance, different requirements for your state. So make sure that you cover all of those and you have a really strong runway to success.
How do you know what type of business entity to create, and how do you make sure you have all the legal aspects handled?
Yeah, really great question. So this is something that we encourage people to do, is to visit LegalZoom to ask those questions. We have tutorials, video tutorials, and articles that can help you navigate all of those questions. We have easy to answer questionnaires that make sure that based on what you're asking, we then tell you the relevant documents that you will need, all the way from the beginning, like I said, getting your name and your domain in order, to figuring out the right entity type, forming it, and getting your compliance all in order. And if you get stuck, there are also small business attorneys that you can access, and you can talk to them, you can ask them whatever questions that you have to make sure that you feel really confident when you get your business off the ground.
How common are at-home and women-owned businesses?
Yeah, so that has really changed quite a bit since after the pandemic. And I think part of that is this move to this truly virtual digital era. And so in a recent study we did with small business owners, 70% said that they were doing it from home. And I think that really shows a reflection in the types of industries that are growing: consultancy, side giggers, so people who own a rental property, people who are doing driving on the side, real estate individuals, content producers, people who are doing online retail sales. All of those are on the rise. And a really cool fact is that the Bureau of Labor and Statistics indicated in 2024, 43% of self-employed small business owners were female. That is the highest percentage ever. So a lot of those women who maybe were having a full-time job before and didn't feel like they could take this leap, or maybe they were stay-at-home moms and didn't feel like there was any way they could do this from home. Now they can. They can do a lot of these careers completely from home, whether it's online retail sales, consultancy, all of those things. And so we're seeing a massive growth, not only just in businesses, but in female-owned businesses, which is super awesome.
We're Where can we go for more information?
Yeah, so LegalZoom.com is the website, and you will get all of your questions answered when you visit the website.
All right, Erin, this has been very helpful. Thanks for joining us today.
Great, thank you so much.